What is up, y'all? Welcome in to another exciting episode of Chewing the Fat. Amber would say hello. How has everyone's first weekend of the new year went? Our New Year's is not off to a good start whatsoever. It's kind of disastrous. More on that to come. If you hear something barking, we don't have a new dog. We have an old Amber. And she's passing it on. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Chewing the Fat. Amber's here, but she's fixing to leave, and she will not be joining us tonight because Amber is sick. And I know some of you are saying Amber's always sick, but no, this is not a sick in the head. Amber has coughed and barked and peed our couch full. That's like a Three Little Pigs story gone bad. She's got pretty much what we think might be pneumonia. But so Eli is going to drive her to the Greens, where one of her buddies has an inhaler, and Amber's going to get the inhaler and with Buterol to try to help open her lungs up. Amber's had pneumonia twice, and they say the doctor told her once you have pneumonia, it scars your lungs, and it's easier to get it again and again and again and again and again. So that's what she's trying to avoid. She went to urgent care today, but urgent care here is closed on Sunday. So I told her to go to the emergency room. Amber, being Amber, because she's stubborn, said she'll be all right till in the morning. So Amber is going to the urgent care in the morning because getting a doctor's appointment around here, I don't know how it is where y'all live, but if you called tomorrow morning to schedule a doctor's appointment, it would be at least 2.5 to 3 months out. How in the world can people schedule their life around anything like that? So urgent care gets a lot of visits from a lot of people for that reason, because you cannot see your primary care doctor ever. So now we're caught up on Amber, and you'll hear when she leaves, when she gets back, because she coughs a lot. She says I kicked her out of bed last night, which I didn't. I told her that it would probably be easier for her to sleep elevated, and our couches. I'm not lying. She was disturbing my sleep, but that's not the reason I asked her to move. And I didn't ask her to move. I just said, Amber, our couches recline. It's like it's a recliner built into the couch. I said, you would probably do better there if you was elevated. It would open you up where you could breathe. And she's telling everyone that I now kicked her out of our bed, which I did not. But just because Amber's not here, don't mean we're still not going to have fun with Amber. Because the video I told y'all about Thursday is here. We get to watch Amber ride an electric bicycle, or attempt to ride. She rode a good downhill, but I didn't get none of the downhill. So we'll have fun with that. Plus, we have a couple of pictures from the renewal, the vow renewal ceremony. I don't know exactly how to say that. The wedding vow renewal ceremony. We have a couple of pictures of those. Kyle didn't tell me I couldn't show them, so I'm going to show them and then just ask for his apologies later. So let's see who all we have in here. First of all, we have Fred and Connie Life with Mountain Folks saying hello, Scott and family. 60 days in a wake up until Helen. And we are counting down the Helen days. And this thing's not thinging. It thing big time there. Good Lord. It jumped quicker than... as quick as I can see y'all's chats, I will say hello to everyone else. I don't know what. And we can't blame Amber for pushing buttons because Amber's not in here, so... all right, then we have Blaine saying howdy, neighbor, howdy, friends and neighbors. There's Miss Misha saying happy first Sunday of 2026. And like I said, we kicked it off with a bang. Did not even get to go to church. And it wasn't because Amber was sick, because Amber could take herself to urgent care. Y'all, I don't feel the best in the world. Cruddy, and with the elderly that we have in our church, Amber took a COVID test and it came back negative, but Amber gets COVID like I get a sinus infection. My sinuses are horrible. I mean, so to keep everyone else safe, and like I said, I didn't feel the best in the world, but could have made it. I just told everyone that they could carry on without us today. We would hang tight here at home and not try to, because it's elderly that anything. I mean, it's not just, the COVID's bad, but not as bad. Just for me, but it is on the elderly people. But anything is. A head cold on my grandpa that's 92-year-old ain't good. So, what's up, Danny D? Welcome in, welcome in. And Danny says, oh my God, Scott's early. Yeehaw. What's up, Mr. Paul Vines? And howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, Mr. Paul? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. There's Megan Edgeworth saying good evening, everybody. What's up, Amanda? Just chilling. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. And thanks for stopping by. And I hope everyone else's new year has kicked off to a better start than ours. But like I said, ours is just sickness that comes along with, you got a mouse in your pocket. I don't know what she's saying. She's in the bathroom. But uh, the biggest thing with Amber's sickness is it comes along with the work she's doing right now because she's helping her mom and they clean houses on Eagle's Nest, which is a uppity community, and going in and out of the cold weather because it's up there with the ski resorts, and that's just not good. And the old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. So she needs to learn that she needs to stick to warmer environment. Danny, I don't know what she's saying now. She's going off in the bathroom. It's like Charlie Brown, school teacher. Danny D says, can't wait to meet you both, Paul and Meg and Blaine. And that meetup, like Fred said, is 60 days and I wake up. We have Miss Sass in the chat. What is up? What is up, Sass? Now, Sass ain't in the house. Eli is, but he's fixing to drive his mama to get an inhaler. And Aiden is spending the night with one of his friends because when somebody gets sick around here, the boys are like, we're out. So, but no, we have not seen Sass today. But what's up, Sass? Welcome in. Mama T's in the house. What is up, Mama T? Says, hey, Kicking It Country, hope all is doing good. Well, we're all doing good, but like I said, everyone's heard about Amber's. I told her that, old timers around here, when their horse would get down, they'd have to shoot it. So she's got about 3 more days, and then we're going to shoot her. If she shows signs of improvement, then we won't. But I don't think it's going to get any better. Right now, she's like a Cocker Spaniel. She just barks and pisses everywhere. Paul says, can't wait to meet you too, Danny. What do you want me to tell them then? Y'all, we got off of this chat. Nope, no. We got off of this live Thursday night. And we went to the kitchen, and Amber was standing at the stove, and she was eating one of them nutty butter. It was a Valentine's Day thing. Believe it or not, Valentine's Day candy's out. And she threw one at me because I'd said something. And it was like crumbled up, but I didn't know the packet had opened. And so I picked it up and I was walking toward her and I shook it at her. And I said, you throw this at me one more time. And I shook it at her like that. And the end of it come open and it went all over her, in her hair. And she raised her leg up and pee was coming out the bottom of her legging because she was laughing so hard. No, you're not marking your territory. But she said that's what happens when you have kids. I don't know. Technical difficulties. Well, yeah, I was trying to. Every time I put like show a background or whatever, and then try to go back to me, it goes foolish, Paul. But hopefully you can hear me and see me now. If not, then I've been sitting here talking a lot of stuff that. So, what's up, William? Welcome in. William says, hey, watch some of Eli's game from the 15th. He's doing good. Yeah, Eli got player of the game again the 16th. So he's got player of the game twice now. He got it December 4th and December 16th. And we didn't know nothing about it. I actually got on Max Preps to see when their next game was because they're supposed to start practice back tomorrow. Like I said, supposed to. A lot of sickness going on around here. School doesn't start back here until Wednesday. Why? I don't know. I mean, that's just one of the things that baffles the bull crap out of me. Why do you want to start school in the middle of a week after you've been off for your Christmas break? I mean, they've been off. They've been off over 2 weeks. Yes, Amber, you're right. They have done it on a Friday before. Friday be their first day of school. Why? Why not start Monday? Pack up 2 days for snow days because you know we're going to have them, and get on with this thing. But basketball will start up not too awful out. So school's starting back, basketball practice starting back. What's up? The Gypsy official. This would have to be Miss Tammy. What's up, Miss Tammy? Says, hey, Scott and Amber. Well, Amber's in there barking in the bathroom, but I'm here. And we hope that you, and I'm sure I haven't seen Jeff yet in the chat, but we hope you all had a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And thanks for stopping by. What's up? Ability to be awesome. Welcome in, welcome in. Says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to you and your family. And we hope that 2026 is going to be awesome for everyone. What Blaine say? I ain't seen y'all since last year. I know, Blaine. That's what I told everyone at work. I said, well, we'll see y'all next year. But we are definitely looking forward to Helen. And Blaine, I still have your tripod, the little one. And this thing won't. Oh no. Yep. Everyone's sick. And Paul says, welcome in, ability to be awesome. What, Amber? So you have a new cat. No, we don't have a new cat. We still got the same old cat. Oh, yes. We don't have a new dog either. Amber's barking, but we still have our cat. And I'm not a cat person. When they brought this cat to the house, I fussed beyond compare. There's Amber. She's in her Grinch suit. That suits her just fine. With her hair all up on top of her head. She still looks beautiful, though.
No, don't even. You're too far in the hole. Trying to get out.
Amber, you're so beautiful. That. But when they brought this cat home, I fell in love with him. He fell in love with me. Now he don't want nobody. He likes Eli pretty good.
Bye.
Put the hood on and come over here and say that. You got to get the whole attire going. You can put your chest hairs back in. Oh, wait. All right. So there's Amber. But yeah, I have turned into a cat person now. What's up, Miss D Cobb at Homemade Blessings by D Cobb? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy New Year, D. Come say hello, Eli. Abby's in here. I'll tell her to get back in here. Hope y'all ain't getting the flu or bug. See, I get behind. Did you say hello? No, I can't see your head. No, you saw Eli's head. Young'uns nowadays. What's up, Miss Diane? Welcome in, welcome in. All right, I've got to hurry and get through this chat. If Amber was actually really paying attention, she'd be a fussing right now. I don't know what they're talking about. But what's up, Miss Diane? Welcome in, welcome in. And everyone's saying prayers for Amber. What's up, Meg and Cheese? Welcome in, Miss Meg. Rolling. Meg says doctor's appointments were impossible in Atlanta, months and months of wait. Luckily, I haven't had to try it at her new home, where she abides with her husband, Mr. Paul Vines. Yes, everyone, thank you for the prayers for Amber, and do keep her in your prayers because pneumonia is no good. The conservative defender, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. He says, Scott, please do. Good Lord, it's jumped just like that. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's crazy. All them deviled eggs, what? No, you ain't. No, you're not coming to bed after eating all them deviled eggs. Love you. Hey, you got Eli driving. His chat jumped all the way down to the bottom. I mean, I don't know. There it is. All right. That is Kyle at the conservative defender from Florida. And he says, Scott, please do so. Share the pictures. Got it. Going to do it. He said, we appreciate it. And Kyle, it was great seeing y'all for sure. You don't look the best either, says Blaine. I know, I'm sick. All right, we're going to try to hurry and get through this. Got to run. If I miss anything, Blaine, let me know if I miss anything, Blaine. Good night, y'all. God bless. Good night, Miss Misha. You're going to miss Amber's peddling job. We had our one and only family Christmas get together last night. That is awesome, Megan. We've had 3 Christmas get togethers. No wonder Amber's so sick, right? Everyone's saying hey to Sass. Good night to Misha. Paul says hello, Abbey Road. Hey, no shooting Amber, says Meg. So we got to be getting close to being caught up. I watched the stream Thursday about Scott's poop story. It wasn't my poop story. I have a cousin graduated high school this year, and it feels like yesterday when she was born. Time flies, and the older you get, the quicker it goes. That's what's crazy. We are in desperate need for Helen and a little recharge. Yep. We're ready for Helen. 60 days in the wake up, thanks to Fred. He's keeping us up to date on all that. And everyone's saying, love you, Amber. Praying for you, Amber. Hey, Amber, hope you get feeling better. Yep, and you meet my parents. Maybe in a wheelchair, but I can still walk. Excuse me. Love you, Amber. Feel better, says Danny. Eli, yo. So we got to be really getting close to being caught up. I think I just did. Okay. Now that we have caught up and said hello to everyone and caught everyone up on our shenanigans and going ons, let me make sure it's Kyle and Heather. Yep. And please pray for us. We had an unexpected, just not overall great day that will need to be sorted out later. Yes, Meg. For sure, for sure. Prayers for Meg and Paul. I have a praise report when you're ready, says Megan. I was supposed to say Songbird. It says Megan. But yes, Kyle and Heather Hoskins. So, all right, now that we're caught up, first thing we'll do is we'll go and look at the pictures from the wedding renewal vow ceremony that we had in the church. And then we will look at Miss Amber's Camp Pedal video. And then we'll probably be done. We're going to be done before then if I don't plug this laptop up. Because it's saying, please charge me. Well, there it is. All right. And we're going to try to do these. All right. Now I guess I'm back. I don't know what happened. Kicking It Country, they said at church this morning we had over 400 saved during a 2025 across the 4 campuses of our church. That is awesome, Megan. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And prayers for Megan. Or prayers for Megan, Cheese, and Paul, and we're good, but it takes a village and always can use some extra prayers. Yep. That's for sure. That's the truth above everything. We could always use some extra people praying for us and extra prayers. And now I think we're ready to share the screen. Evidently, when I plugged my computer up, everything went crazy. But here is Kyle and Miss Heather Hoskins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. And I'm going to hide that. And then I'm going to go full screen with it. And this is inside our church. And if Kyle is still in here, so I don't mess up and not pronounce his kids' names right, I will let Kyle, if him and Heather's still in the chat, let you know their kids' names if you want to. I do know one of them is named Eli, because we have an Eli, but they have 3 and a kicker. They have one on the way. So let's see. It'll go to Amber and or doing whatever, but here is the Hoskins family. And there they are. There's Kyle, Heather, and like I said, Eli, Leah, and Isaiah. So like I said, I knew that they had one Eli, but then I didn't want to, because when they were getting out of the vehicle, I heard him holler at Eli, and I was like, get on him, son. But he wasn't talking to my Eli. He was talking to his. I was like, dang it. I love it when people get on to Eli. But this Eli is not like my Eli. He actually listens. Well-behaved kids, great family. And they have one on the way. They are expecting one in April. Blaine says, I recognize that sanctuary. Yep. This is in our church. And Eli, Leah, and Isaiah. And it is an amazing family, Danny. 100% for sure. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see another picture. I think, I don't know why they did not put them in order when I downloaded them a few minutes ago. Eli with a catfish camping trip. And then here is my family with Kyle and Heather. Eli, Aiden, and Amber. And luckily, Amber didn't have the plague then. So she, we know that she didn't pass nothing on to them to take back to Florida because she was healthy then. So, see what the chat's saying. With one on the way, they didn't need vow renewal just yet. Things are already great. All jokes aside, congratulations on the new addition, Kyle and Heather. And they say, Kyle says, thank you. Meg says, oh, I miss that church. One of the most welcoming ever. Meg, this church misses you and Paul and everyone that came up. And like I said, I wish that we were all close enough to where you guys could come up and join us all the time. It's been less than a year and he has sprung up. Aiden has grown. He has. We've had to buy some clothes for Sir Aiden. And we'll stop sharing right there for now until I can get Amber's video up. I'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and put Amber riding the bike if you're ready for it. But once again, I don't. There I am. So that was the Hoskins family. Kyle and Heather and Eli and Leah and Isaiah and the little one on the way. And it was great getting to meet up with them again. It'd been a while since we had saw them. I know that the first time that they were up, we didn't get to meet Heather because we actually went to the cabin that they were staying at, Aiden, Eli, and myself. And when we got there, it was later in the evening, and Heather was giving Eli and Leah a bath, and we didn't get to see them. And since then, they've had Isaiah. And now they've got another one on the way. So that is a beautiful family, a blessed family, and they're just a ball of fun. And, you know, when you meet people, Amber's always, she's told everyone, Scott's one day going to get us killed because we'll go out and meet these people. But it's people that you know you've got more in common with just by talking to them, you know. And when we actually met Kyle, I come back and told Amber, I said, these people are just like everyone else we meet. I said, good, genuine, down to earth people, and which not everyone we've met has been like that. And if you've ever been around us at meetups and all this and that, the people that we tend to hang are our people. And these are our people, no doubt. And it's a pleasure to see them again. And can't wait to see them again. And Kyle was talking about, you know, them maybe eventually relocating up here. So that would be wonderful. All right, let us see if we can find Amber's video. Now, this is not edited at all. I'll try to jump through a couple of parts on it. Love genuine people, and no, not all are like that, says Megan Cheese. You're right, and you can tell there's a drawing. You're drawn to people that are genuine, down to earth, not put on a show people. And Kyle, come join us in Helen. Would love to have your family there. And Kyle is a veteran of Afghanistan, and I thank him for his service. Um, we really ought to take care of our veterans and sacrifice that they put in and that they made, and so yes, Kyle would love to have you in Helen. Helen is, well, it's still a pretty good drive because it's like a 3-hour drive for us to get to Helen, Georgia. But that is in March. It is now this is where we have controversy because some people want to call it the second weekend, which technically it is, but some people want to call it the first weekend because the Helen meetup is March 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the 1st of March is on a Sunday. So that is actually the first day of March is Sunday. So that is considered the weekend, is what we call it. So the second weekend of March is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Mark it on your calendars. If you can make it to Helen, Georgia, do so. Darren's got a Facebook page up, and he's telling everyone if they can make it RSVP. So that way he kind of gets a head count of how many he's going to be eating supper, because we pretty much take over this restaurant, and we look forward to that. And I'm sure Meg, Blaine, someone can drop the link for more information on our Helen meetup because we're getting close to it. March is not that far away. We are well on our way through January. Seeing that we are on the 4th day of January already. All right. What we can do right now is take a look at Amber's bicycle fail. Danny D says this will be my first time in Helen. And Meg says, thanks Kyle for his service. Kyle says appreciates it. Meg says we booked for what I call the second weekend. We fixed it to what they call the first weekend. So however you look at it, first weekend, second weekend, we're going to be in Helen on March 6th, 7th, and 8th. And we would love for everyone to join us, weather permitting. Last year it was awesome, great, excellent. We'll do some putt-putting. Like I said, that has to be like a weather permitting thing. So, all right, y'all. And now, let's check out Amber's electric bike fiasco. I'm doing the driving in the van. I'm going to try to talk over it if I can, best I can. Because you're going to see two sets of headlights. Amber is on the right, and Aiden is on the left. And this is going up our driveway. This is you start up our driveway. At this point, Amber is telling Aiden that Eli's bike's dead. It has no pull. It has no pedal assist. And I'm patiently waiting in the van. I told her it wasn't going to be easy for her. But I also told her that you have to get like a running go on those bikes and keep it hammered down. You can't let go of it, or let off of it. So Aiden says he'll switch and he'll ride Eli's, and she can ride his because he showed her that his pedal assist is still working excellent. I don't know if I startle her when I blow the horn, but she heads for the creek. Yeah, she just about went in the creek. All right. By this time, Aiden's done checked out. He gone. And there's 2 hills, well, 3 in our driveway. That before it flattens out and then goes up another hill and flattens out and goes up a. But this first one is not real bad. The second hill is the steepest. And then it dog legs into a flat, and then it switched back straight up again. This is the flat part where Amber says that she does good at driving and going. And you can tell when she starts up the steep part again. She's laying with it on this flat ground right here, though. She does great, wonderful, excellent, until she don't. All right, y'all, you're looking at the official stop of Amber's electric bike ride. She don't make her another inch from here.
Pedal assist didn't help her.
And then she tries to tell me to come do it.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Pedal assist didn't help her.
So now what we got to
Electric
do?
box. And she's giving up. Coming up the hill. She said she was done.
So now what we got to do is we've got to put one of these bikes in the back of the van, because that's what we're in. We just got home and.
How's that pedal assist work?
Not too good.
You know you're supposed to keep pedaling when you get around and go. No, you wasn't. You stopped.
No, I was pedaling.
No.
Get out, pedal.
I wasn't one. I know how to ride. I can ride all the way up through here.
Get out there.
I mean, the boys did, so I can. I know I can.
Get out there. I want to see you do it.
But you got to do it from like coming from mom and dad's and don't stop. Just hit this gravel and keep on going with the pedal assist.
Why?
Now Aiden's trying to put the
As long as it
bicycle
won't
up.
fall out.
Amber finally does get out and help you. And we will go to where Aiden shows that there's absolutely nothing wrong with this bike.
So Amber's tapping out.
That's not as easy as it looks. Maybe if you're 120 pounds.
You sound like you have breath.
I want to see you do
Look
it.
at him going up through there with
Oh,
it.
shut up.
And he's got the pedal assist on.
He's 120 pounds.
Look, we can't even keep up with him.
Steepest part of our driveway, y'all, right here.
Can't even keep up with him. Here he goes.
Then it dog legs back.
How was that hill?
Then
Yeah,
he's
he's done going outside.
a flat spot right here at that dog leg. And then it's going to switch back.
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
back up again.
Because I can't see him now.
And we're cruising pretty good here. We're going
Whoa, Lord.
10, 15 mile an hour. We can keep
Look,
up.
he's been home 10 minutes for you. He done got supper cooked.
Done got supper cooked. And he sure did. So he had to show his mama how the electric bike pedal assist actually works. And y'all, I don't know exactly how that video, if you could see it all or not, but let us know. Let me know in the chat if you can see the video. Yada 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 here. and everything, but that be it. Meg has put up the Helen, Georgia meetup Facebook group page. Click on that, and that will take you to a man called Darren, and he's got a couple YouTube channels. Magnificent Germany with Darren. A Moment in the Word, where he does his Bible study or a Bible verse, read scripture every day. I'll get it right here in a minute, Darren. And then he's got a couple more, but I don't think he really focuses a lot on those. But A Moment in the Word and Magnificent Germany with Darren. And y'all, if you want to know anything about Germany, Darren's the man to get a hold of. He goes over there. I don't want to say how many times a year because I know it's as many times as he can, but he schedules trips and for people here to go with them. And if you mention spaghetti ice around him, so everything you need to learn about Helen will be there. I know Dee's asking Meg, is there a certain hotel everyone stays at? And I know Meg is answering that already. People are staying at the Hellendorf Inn. There's a discount if you mention the group. However, there are not many rooms left. There are many close, though. Yep. And there's also campgrounds. I know Jeff's staying in the campground this year. He's not Jeff and Tootsie camping. He stayed at the Hellendorf with us last year, but he is staying this year at the campground so he can bring Tootsie with him. And everyone will love Tootsie. And Tootsie will steal the show again. What's up, Ron, at Duff Am Adventures 21? Welcome in, welcome in. Ron, hope you had a Merry Christmas, wonderful, Happy New Year to you. Miss D, if you would prefer a quiet stay, I would request a room not in the 700 block. Nope, 700 block gets a little rowdy. Everyone's saying hello to Ron. What's up, Matt Man? Hey, Matt Man, I got those pins. Man, he sent a ton of pins. And I did give Amber a couple, but then I hid the rest. I left one out for myself to use. But then I also put some up to keep. Because I told her, I said, man, those are like keepsakes. But she wore the Matt Man writing off that side of that pin she had. The pedal was the wrong size, says Matt Man. And now I've got to show her I can make it up a hill. What's up, Spaceman? Welcome in, welcome in. I can imagine biking up that hill. My car struggles on that hill, so I can imagine. Yeah, that's that driveway's steep. It is. But see, my dad had a electric bike. He's had it for a while. He actually ordered it last Black Friday, and somehow it wasn't going to be sent there by Christmas. But he ordered it for himself, so Walmart reimbursed him. And when they reimbursed his money, he saw it go into his bank account, and he even told us last year at the Christmas party he had at Mom and Dad's. He was like, yeah, I ordered one of them electric bikes, but they said it wouldn't be here by a certain day or he said, so they just put my money back in the bank account. And y'all, 2 weeks into the new year, this electric bike shows up at Dad's house. So now Dad has an electric bike that on Black Friday, he paid $400 for. 2 weeks into the new year, he's done got his $400 put back in his account, and he gets an electric bike. But I've rode it up our driveway, and when I say you have to get a run and go start, you just have to come off the side road, hit our driveway, and just hammer down. And Amber didn't do that. Ron says those 700 building people have been known to be a little rowdy at times. What's up, Loves You? Welcome in, welcome in, Miss Loves You. Happy New Year to you. And what's up, Teddy at Old Car Junkie? Happy New Year, Teddy. Thanks for stopping by. And everyone's saying hello to everyone, Matt Man. Still dealing with pain. Did you get your home project done? And everyone's still saying hello to everyone there. Meg has put up Magnificent Germany with Darren. And he you can see, which if you check out all of our channels, the Meg and Cheese, I know our channel, I think Ron at the Fam Adventures, and Blaine does a lot of the video, and especially for the church service that they have a church service by the river. You'll see a lot of videos from Helen. So this ain't our first Helen adventure. Everyone's still saying hello to everyone. The building, nope, but have started several others. See, man, that's my problem. I'll start one project, and if it hits a dead spot where you're either waiting on something to come in or you're waiting on something to go get something, then I'll start something else, and it's just a headache. Unicor State Park is the closest state park, less than 10 minutes away. Pretty awesome. But Ron says in a loving way, D. In a loving way. They're rowdy, but in a loving way. But it's something on what you may see there. I know for a fact, though, that none of our people, when I say our people, none of the YouTube meetup people that's there in Helen have ever caused such a scene as to what Blaine, Amber, and myself saw last year when evidently this woman's husband, boyfriend, came and caught her at this motel we were staying at with some guy that wasn't him. Because he was throwing stuff off a balcony out of that room. The guy that was in the room with her, he kind of snuck out and took off flying. It was just an event. And me and Blaine and Amber just leaned over the handrail there, and we sat there and watched it. Because they was putting on a pretty good show. And Spaceman, we are continuing to pray with you and your health issues, and Miss Spaceman, praying for her, as always. Matt Man says, "Gig in the country, welcome anytime." Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone's still saying hello. Can't wait to meet everyone. Helen says Danny D is making her first appearance in Helen, even though I think she said it wasn't her mom's first. It will be hers first. So we're looking forward to meeting Danny. And Spaceman asked Blaine and Ron. Ron's in here. Ron is big into the football watching scene. Who's going to win college football playoff? And that is a good $1 million question. I know a lot of people are picking Indiana, but I wouldn't want to play Miami right now because they got hot. I mean, they got hot at the right time. Spaceman says, "Where's Kenny?" Kenny is at his apartment, and I haven't seen Kenny since Christmas, but I did get to see him Christmas, and like I said, he was doing good. Back to the old Kenny, and back to playing games with some of the residents out at the Greens. And Kenny goes out there and sees Papa, and that's the main reason he goes there. But while Kenny has been going out there seeing Papa, Kenny has grown a friendship with the residents at the Greens, and they love Kenny. Kenny loves them, and they play games. I mean, Upward Scrabble just happened to be the game they were playing that night, but they'll play, all kinds of games. Plus, the facility, the nursing home rehabilitation facility itself, hosts bingo. And Kenny likes to go out there and play bingo with them. And Kenny, when I say Kenny fits in good out there, he does, because he's around people that he's been around his whole life, just like his papa. And he's very comfortable out there, and they're very comfortable around Kenny. That's one thing about a nursing home. When you go, and it's kind of odd, because when if you've been to the nursing home for the first time, I know when they put my grandma in one, and we went there, people give you this look like, "What are you doing at our home? This is our house. What are you doing here? We don't know you." They'll kind of corner themselves in their own box until they get to know you, the family member you have there, and then they kind of open up. Well, that's what they've done with Kenny. Except everyone has opened up to Kenny. So Kenny was accepted very well there. If you call Kenny on Messenger, he'll answer, as long as it's during the night. Yep. I love seeing find them flip out over Indiana's win. Paul, find them, or is it find them or find bomb or find something? Kenny never sleeps. What's up, Jeff? A Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. What's up, Jeff? Welcome in. Kenny is in his happy place, 100% for sure. And Amber's back home to her happy place. So Eli didn't kill her. Eli, how's you driving? You passed like 4 cops. I hope it wasn't like you passed them in the passing lane past them, or was they setting? Oh, so they wasn't setting the running radar? That's the Spruce Pine Thumb Club. Ain't it, Eli? They ain't got nothing better to do but sit around with their thumbs up each other's. Come here, Eli. No. Gotta love teenagers. All right, y'all. We are at 58 minutes, so we're about done. I made it a show without Amber. And you know what's bad? I used to do this all the time without Amber. She was never here. And I would get on here and all of our lives. The boys would join me sometimes. Now they've got too cool for that. Eli's girlfriend, Sass, she likes to get on here, but she don't want to do a lot of talking. I don't understand that. Sass is not doing a lot of talking? Honey, I am made to talk. I got the gift of gab. We could sit here for hours and just talk about anything you want to talk about. I have. I've sat here for going on an hour now. All right. Yes, Meg, Kenny just loves to talk to people, loves to talk people's ears off. And he needs community always. Kenny strives in community, does not strive good by himself. Kenny's not a loner. I can do good by myself. Yes, I am. I don't call you 100 times. Spaceman says, Scott, was there a mental person running around Avery County the other day? Saw something on Scanner Food. Amber said they always are. I don't know what. Amber, do you know what he's talking about? He probably was Tyler. Tyler's the Elk Park mental patient. And what's sad is he's younger than I am. But drugs has got a hold of that boy. And the drugs has messed with his head.
Yeah, but
Tyler was not. It's a permanent thing. Yeah, he's permanently damaged. I mean, now it don't matter if he's on them big time or not. And God, I hate it for Tyler, and everyone in Elk Park knows Tyler and they love Tyler, and you have to watch out for Tyler because he gets out in the middle of the road and will start arguing with the yellow line, and then he starts arguing with guardrail and cars going by, and it is a very, very sad situation. Well, we do know one thing for sure. He is just like Beetlejuice. If you say Darren 3 times, he will appear. What is up, Darren? Magnificent Germany with Darren says, howdy, howdy, everyone. I told you to say his name 3 times, and he's there. His ears is burning.
I know he ain't even on our group chat. He must have been busy.
Ain't on your group chat.
Yeah.
Who's got a group chat? You, Misha, Blaine, and Darren.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have that week chat or that group chat. So I'm not in that group chat. Not sure what situation was, but they were cautious to people. Yeah, that's probably Tyler. Sounds like Tyler anyways, don't it? We need the holler news again, says Paul Vines. Weekend update with Aiden. Did you get your inhaler? Amber's got her inhaler, so maybe she'll breathe and quit barking. But everyone, yes, y'all have a great weekend. We're done here. With her cooler, says Spaceman. Yeah, we got a portable toilet. Amber, you did great, but we love you. Feel better soon. All right, guys. We are done here. Yep, his ears is burning. Jeff. Friendly reminder, Helen is coming up. There is the Helen Facebook group link again. Get on there and let Darren know that you're coming so we can make sure we get enough tables and spaces to set everyone for supper, and make sure you get to supper in time, because if you don't, we know from experience, if you hang with Amber and you show up late for supper, they will bring your supper in a styrofoam to-go container. Now, we got there last year in plenty enough time. I didn't have to eat out of styrofoam. But who knows what'll happen this year. With Amber, it's day to day. Day to day with Amber. That's the way things go. We want to go to Helen so bad, says Jeff. Well, come on. It's just down the road. Already RSVP'd to Helen. And please come to church. You never know what you're going to see. Might see a runaway bride. Might see Paul heading for an outhouse. Might see Darren in a panic. Darren was panicking. I mean, he looked at me and he said, there goes the bride. Paul said, if we're going to be here a minute, I got to go over and use that outhouse. So, y'all, take care. We will see you next week. Help pray for this one. She has got the stamper, and we hope and pray it don't turn into pneumonia. But her lungs is hurting, and she's got this nagging cough that'll kick you out your own bed. That'll kick you out your own bed. Blaine said, he looked at me and said, what are we going to do? Well, yeah. Blaine, you'd have to have married him. All right, y'all. We're out of here. Keep in mind, Helen is coming up 60 days and a wake up. Make your reservations. Let Darren know you're coming. And like I said, pray for good weather, because if we have weather like we did last year, we're going to play putt-putt. We're going to do the mountain coaster. We're not going to shop. We might go to the thrift store. So, but guys, we love you. Thank you very much for stopping by and seeing us. Happy New Year, everyone. And we will catch you on the main streets of YouTube. We out, y'all.